Picture this: you invite someone into your home. You trust them to care for your family, to be there when you're not. But behind your back, they're stealing from you. Taking something precious, something they know could ruin lives. And then, one day, they make a fatal mistake. They forget one simple rule: you don't mess with the wrong people. Have you ever been betrayed by someone you trusted? Ever wished you could serve justice to a lying, sneaky thief? Then smash that like button, hit subscribe, and hold on tight. Because the story you're about to hear? It's one of the most brutally satisfying tales of revenge you'll ever come across. 10 years ago, our home wasn't just a place to live, it was a war zone. A loved one was suffering, and we did everything we could to help. Therapists came and went, sometimes 4 different specialists in a single week. 5, even 6 days of strangers walking through our doors. We had no choice but to trust them. Because when someone you love is in pain, you'll open your home to anyone who might bring them relief. But then, my husband noticed something off. His pain medication, powerful, tightly controlled, the kind you can't just replace, was disappearing. Pills vanishing without a trace. At first, he thought it was me. "Have you been taking these?" he asked, his voice edged with quiet accusation. But I hadn't touched them. And he knew he hadn't taken extra. That left only one chilling possibility: someone else was stealing them. Someone who walked into our home with a smile, pretending to care, while secretly slipping poison from our shelves. Think about it. 4 therapists. All with keys. All with reasons to be alone in our house. One of them was a thief. And this wasn't some harmless crime, they knew exactly what they were taking. These weren't just pills. They were landmines. One wrong move, one missed dose, and everything could spiral. People lose jobs over this. Families get torn apart. And here they were, helping themselves like it was nothing. We were furious. But rage alone wouldn't catch them. We needed proof. We needed a plan. So we waited. We watched. We kept count. Every pill, every bottle, every moment someone was left alone in our home. We made it seem like nothing had changed, same routines, same trust, same open doors. But behind the scenes? We were hunting. And the thief had no idea, they were walking right into a trap of their own making. Because when you steal from someone's family, you don't just take their medication. You take their safety. Their peace. And that's something people don't forgive. Then my husband had an idea. A beautiful, terrible idea. You see, he had another prescription, something for the exact opposite problem of pain relief. Let's just say these little pills worked, explosively fast. We carefully emptied the pain medication bottle. Then we filled it with these special justice tablets. Identical in size, identical in shape. The perfect trap. And then? We put it right back where it always sat. In plain sight. Waiting. Because thieves always return to the scene of the crime. It happened right in the middle of a Wednesday session. 1 minute, the therapist was all professional, taking notes, asking questions. The next? Their face went white. Beads of sweat popped up on their forehead. They started shifting in their seat like they were sitting on hot coals. I think I need to go," they stammered. And then, whoosh! They were out the door faster than you could say karma. And here's the best part? After that day? No more missing pills. Not a single one. Funny how justice has a way of clearing things up. We never said a word. Never confronted them. There was no need. The message had been delivered, loud and clear. And let's be honest, some lessons are best learned the hard way. Especially when the teacher is your own bad decisions. As for us, we slept easier knowing our home was safe again. And that bottle of special pills? Let's just say we kept it around, just in case anyone else got any bright ideas. So here's some free advice: if you're thinking about stealing from someone, Make sure you know exactly what you're taking. Because you never know when your victim might be one step ahead. And trust me, some forms of justice don't need a judge or jury. Sometimes, all they need is a little creative problem solving. And that's a lesson you won't forget. Looking back, we could have handled things differently. We could have confronted them directly, called the authorities, made a big scene. But sometimes, when someone betrays your trust so completely, when they put their own greed above basic human decency, there's something deeply satisfying about letting karma do the talking. And let's be honest, when that karma comes in the form of poetic justice, it tastes especially sweet. Or in this particular case, let's just say it worked remarkably fast. This wasn't just about missing pills. It was about violation, about someone abusing their position of trust in the most selfish way possible. They weren't just stealing medication. They were stealing peace of mind. They were gambling with someone else's health. And that deserves consequences. But here's what's beautiful, we didn't have to lower ourselves to their level. We didn't need screaming matches or legal battles. Just a little clever thinking, and justice served itself. If this story gave you that warm, fuzzy feeling of justice properly served, do us a favor, smash that like button so hard it needs ice. Tell us in the comments, what's the most creative revenge you've ever dreamed up? Would you have done what we did, or do you have an even better idea? And make sure you subscribe, because we've got plenty more stories where karma doesn't just knock politely, it kicks the door down, takes off its shoes, and makes itself at home. Until next time, remember, the best revenge is the kind they never see coming. P.S. That therapist? Let's just say, they never requested a bathroom break during sessions ever again.